Welcome to First Next News Port Harcourt. First, we bring you the headline. APC, PDP, IYC reacts to impeachment move against Similaye Fubara. ADC gives appointment to Abaribe, Inyedioha, Sani, Bello and others. Orji Kalu draws battle line, vows to stop Otti's re-election. Abia government accused of plotting 100 million naira plans to stop Kalu's re-election. Internet blackout after huge Iraq marches as Supreme Leader says protesters trying to please Trump. Now the news in details. Political tension is again rising in Rivers State as major political parties and socio-cultural groups have strongly opposed moves by the State House of Assembly to impeach Governor Similaye Fubara. The Ijaw National Congress, INC, and its youth wing, the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC, have called on lawmakers to immediately stop the impeachment process, warning that it opposes a serious threat to democratic stability in the state. Speaking in Port Harcourt, INC President Professor Benjamin Ogaba described the impeachment move as an attack on democracy rather than an ethnic issue, urging all well-meaning Nigerians to resist it. IYC President Dr. Alaye Theophilus also faulted the impeachment attempt, insisting that Governor Fubara should be allowed to complete his tenure peacefully. He argued that lawmakers should address concerns over alleged financial irregularities through proper oversight rather than resulting to impeachment. According to him, the governor has initiated developmental projects across the state and continued political battles only hurt the people. He further accused the lawmakers of undermining President Bola Tinubu's authority, advising them to forward any allegations directly to the president. Faction of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in Rivers State equally rejected the impeachment move. A statement by Darlington Waju, spokesperson for the Emeka Beke-led faction, acknowledged the independence of the legislature but described the impeachment process as unjustifiable. The party cited provisions in the 2025 federal budget that allow governors limited spending powers at the beginning of a fiscal year and warned APC lawmakers against actions capable of destabilizing the state. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, also appealed for restraint. Former state spokesperson Honored Cindy Tambari urged lawmakers to lay down their arms, noting that Governor Fubara had made sacrifices to maintain peace. Meanwhile, the Assembly cited alleged constitutional breaches, including budget non-presentation and unauthorized spending. This marks the third impeachment attempt against Fubara since 2023, as political realignments continue to fuel uncertainty in Rivers State. Moving on, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, has formed a 22-member constitution reviewed committee aimed at strengthening the party's internal democracy, discipline, and administrative processes. Reports that the committee was inaugurated at the party's national headquarters in Abuja on Thursday. During the event, Senator David Mark, ADC's national chairman, emphasized the critical role of the party's constitution in shaping its future. He described the constitution as a guiding force that regulates the party's internal processes and ensures internal democracy. Mark explained that the constitution review was necessary as the party continues to grow and it must be aligned with global democratic standards. The review process is intended to create a clearer, more inclusive, and accountable system within the party, empowering members and promoting unity. He called on the committee members to engage with party members at all levels, maintain respect for the party's founding values, and produce a continued and foster transparency, internal democracy, and fairness. The 22-member committee, led by Etigwe Uwa, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, include prominent figures such as former Deputy Speaker Emeka Ihedioha, former Deputy National Chairman Chief Ralph Nwosu, former Minority Leader Honorable Mohammed Kumaila, among others. The committee key tasks are to review the existing ADC constitution, identify areas for amendments or clarifications, and ensure that the revised document adheres to democratic best practices, Nigeria electoral laws, and the Nigerian Constitution. Particular attention will be given to inclusiveness, transparency, party primaries, congresses, discipline, and dispute resolution. Special focus will also be given to women, youth, and persons with disabilities. The committee chairman expressed confidence that the committee will carry out its tasks with dedication. He reassured that the goal was not to discard the current constitution, but to improve it for better governance. Moving on, the senator representing Abia North Senatorial District, Orji Kalu, has drawn a political battle line ahead of the 2027 general election, vowing to withdraw his support for Abia State Governor Alex Otti and work actively against his re-election. Kalu, a former governor of the state, said he would instead mobilize support for the All Progressive Congress, declaring that he will no longer back the Labour Party-led administration. Speaking on Thursday at his country home in Ibere, Kalu claimed he played a key role in Otti's emergence in the 2023 governorship election, but accused the governor's media team of provoking the rift between them. The lawmaker said he was angered by a statement issued by Otti's chief press secretary, Mr. Njoku Okawa, which criticized him over comments that he would support President Bola Tinubu and deliver Abia State to the APC. He said, "I have not for once criticized the state government. For 2 years, I considered the governor my friend and never spoke against him. But 3 days ago, I saw where the governor's press secretary issued a statement against me. There is no governor who can deny that whatever his press secretary says reflects his position." They fired the first salvo, and I replied by saying that since I am APC, I will work for APC to win. We worked for him to win in 2023, but we are not going to do that again. Kalu insisted that his decision to work for the APC should not attract attacks, describing the criticism as unacceptable. The senator also dismissed claims of Otti's outstanding performance in office, arguing that the governor had not initiated major infrastructure projects but was only rehabilitating roads construction during his own tenure as governor. He further accused the governor of neglecting rural communities, saying, "As a senator, the roads I am doing in communities are brand new farmland roads. I have not seen him enter farmlands. In 2 years, I had already done what people never believed was possible in Abia State." Kalu recalled that during his administration, education and healthcare were free, adding that his achievements earned him praise from former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who reportedly described him as an action governor. He concluded by downplaying social media praise of the current administration, saying governance was not driven by online narratives. Moving on, a socio-political group, the Igbo Mandate Movement Group, has accused the Abia State government of allegedly earmarking over 100 billion naira for a coordinated campaign to demarcate the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu. According to the group, the alleged scheme is aimed at preventing Kalu from returning to the House of Representatives in future elections. The statement claimed that investigations conducted by the group revealed that the funds were set aside for what it described as a comprehensive demarketing campaign against the Deputy Speaker. Abia State government accused of plotting 100 billion naira smudge campaign to stop Kalu re-election published on January 6, 2026 by Richard Ogunsley. According to the group, the alleged scheme is aimed at preventing Kalu from returning to the House of Representatives in future elections. The statement claimed that investigation conducted by the group revealed that the funds were set aside for what it described as a comprehensive demarketing campaign against the Deputy Speaker. It further alleged that the plot was being masterminded by a top official of the Abia State government and executed in carefully planned phases. Detailing the alleged phases, the Igbo Mandate Movement group claimed that the first and second stages of the campaign involved sustained attack on Kalu through social media and sponsored reports in conventional media outlets. These coordinated assaults seek to tarnish the impeccable reputation of a man who has served his people and Nigeria with distinction, the statement read. The group further alleged that subsequent phases of the alleged plot will involve lobbying traditional rulers across affected zones. It claimed that traditional leaders who refuse to cooperate may face intimidation as part of the campaign. Raising further concern, the group alleged that the final stage of the plot will involve sponsoring violence to provoke supporters of the Deputy Speaker into retaliation. According to the group, such violence would then be blamed on Kalu to justify further actions against him. Questioning the reasons behind the alleged expenditure, the group said the sum could be better deployed to address present developmental challenges in Abia State. Why is such sum of money, which could transform the lives of Ndi Abia, being channeled towards fighting one single individual, the statement asked. The group described the alleged plan as insincere, wicked, and authentical to the progress of our people. No true son or daughter of Igbo land will fold their hands and watch as one of the best things to have emerged from Allah Igbo is rubbished by envy, it stated. The group added that Kalu has represented his constituent credibly and brought honor to Igbo land through his leadership position as Deputy Speaker. Any attempt to pull him down is an attempt to pull down the collective aspiration of Ndi Igbo, the statement said. It called on traditional rulers, religious leaders, civil society organizations, and the international community to intervene and prevail on the Abia State government to abandon what it described as a decisive project. Moving on to foreign news. Iraq's supreme leader lashes out at anti-government protesters after almost 2 weeks of demonstrations across the country. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who had ultimate power in Iraq, dismisses protesters as a bunch of vandals trying to please U.S. President Donald Trump. The protests, which began in Tehran on 28 December, were sparked by the collapse of the Iranian currency. Since then, human rights groups say demonstrations have spread to dozens of other cities. Trump had threatened to hit Iraq very hard if government forces kill protesters. Meanwhile, a nationwide internet blackout is seemingly still in place, with some Iranians abroad saying they've been unable to contact their family. And that's it on the news. But before we go, a recap of the major stories. APC, PDP, ICY react to impeachment move against Similaye Fubara. ADC gives appointments to Abaribe, Inyeyoha, Sani Bello, and others. Orji Kalu draws battle line, vow to stop Otti re-election. Abia government accused of plotting 100 billion smudge campaign to stop Kalu's re-election. Internet blackout after huge Iran marches as Supreme Leader says protesters trying to please Trump. And that's it on the news this hour. I am Cassie Tony. Thank you for staying tuned.